You're with Amira, and this is Psychic Readings Live, where we spill the tea, answer all your questions, and do our super chats, do our pre-orders, do our also collective readings when we have time. So welcome everybody. Do a shout out on arrival, a like, a share, whatever you'd like to do. Yeah, let me know if you're new, where you're from, what your story is, and if you do have a question, please put your questions in. First questions are answered in order. All questions are answered in order, so get your questions in early. The earlier the better. All right, we're going to do some pre-orders first, and then we're going to go into your super chats on the live. So welcome everyone. I hope you're all doing well. The moon has just gone into Sag, so I'm happy to say that. It's out of Scorpio. So it could be a really fun weekend. So happy weekend, everybody. Happy Friday night to those of you in the US, and happy Saturday to those of you in the rest of the world. I had an insight I'd just like to share with you. Yeah, about, astrocartography moving, and I do the astrocartography interpretations using 3 different methods, etc., quite in depth, and I've tested out a lot of locations worldwide. But at the end of the day, if you really like a place, you could say, oh, go there for love, go there for money, go there for success, go there for this or that. Some of us are limited in our choices because we're stuck in certain places due to family, due to economy, due to opportunities, due to residency, etc. So if you are in that situation, just choose the town, city, or location that you like the best, that you feel more alive, that you feel more juicy, that you feel like you like the best, because it doesn't matter who comes into your life, it doesn't matter what friends you make, what community you have or not. If you like that place or that city or that town or that countryside or wherever it is you happen to be, you're still going to like living where you are. So that's my insight for today. Thought that was interesting. Yeah, so if there's one place in your state, city, country, etc. that you like, I would say go for that place. And you'll find that if you like it, if it works and all of that, then I think that, that would be it. You know what I mean? That would be it. Hi Venusian, thank you for the comment. Thank you. Thanks for the moderation. How is everyone? Welcome. How is everyone? We're going to do a couple of pre-order questions, and then we're going to go into the super chats. I'm going to start off with, and any questions are open. Any questions, I answer all questions, health-related questions, pregnancy questions, legal questions, everything. So if you do want an answer to something, we need a little backstory if it is health related, and providing you've already seen medical professionals. Some people just don't know exactly what's going on. They need a tune in. But I do specialize in love, relationships, career, business moves, locations, or anything that might be going on. Remote viewing, connecting to spirit, connecting to people on the other side, people, pets, and things that you might need to connect with. That I just got plants then. I've never really done plant readings before. Anyway, somebody might be thinking about their plants. Okay, so we have a couple of pre-orders here. We've got one from Brenda. And Brenda's question is about will, thinking and feeling about you, contact, and reuniting, Cancer, Libra. Okay, let's have a look. Brenda, thanks for your super chat pre-order. I truly appreciate it. And anyone who does want to donate offline can go to my link here in the chat, which does give you options for Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Wise, and also Stripe, as well as some other things. But you must tell me that you've done a donation off, and then you can put your question in the chat. Yep. What was the other one? Revolut. Okay, Brenda, let's have a look at you and Will. What's going on? What's going on? Thanks for the super chat. Venusian, thank you, thank you. Hi, Mystique, how are you? Thank you for the super chat. Okay, let's have a look at Brenda. Brenda's first off. Hi, Michi. Brenda is first off. Let's see what's going on, Brenda. What's happening? There's some fear here. I don't know if he's scared or you're scared, but there's some fear. There's also a feeling here that he might be keeping his options open, or he doesn't really know what his direction is. His energy is kind of up in the air. He could be looking for money, looking for new roads to open, looking for new avenues to go down. He could also be focusing on money, children, siblings, people around him. I don't know how old he is, but he could be looking for something, but he is going to make up his mind. Yeah, he is going to make up his mind about what he wants in the situation. I just feel right now you're not a priority. So he's kind of very self-focused. He could be also having some stuff going on in his family, in his immediate family, or whoever's around him. There's some obstacles with you getting back together right now. I feel like he needs to do a lot of work on himself. He could be also focusing on his career. There's also an influence around him. Could be a mother, could be an ex of his of some description. Is there any contact in the next month? I feel like there could be some contact in the next month, yes, but it might not be congruent in the sense that it might not actually give you the answers that you're looking for with him, or keep you satisfied. There's a lack of satisfaction with this person at this stage. So it could be that you need to focus on your finances and money. You could be focusing on what you want to do. You've also got a Virgo here that could be popping into your energy field. That could be actually a true love connection. So it could be also for you to keep your options open for meeting somebody else. You could also have an earth sign as well, a fire sign. They're all coming up here for you. So he could be a little bit on guard or defensive if you do contact him. So I would just say go about your business, go about what you're doing. I feel like you've got a great, life. I don't think that you have anything to worry about with your life. So don't worry about this one person that seems to be putting, a spanner in your works, Yeah, don't worry about this one person. Okay, let's have a look at Pisces Moon. Hi, Pisces Moon. What should I add to my application that I will win the appeal? Okay. Okay. Do you need to reapply, or do you need to do the appeal? I would get more, documented information, like I said, through your history. I feel like you might need extra information from doctors, history, or better doctors, better specialists. And I know that it's expensive to accrue all of this stuff, but it could be a good investment on your part. And like I said, I feel like it's also something to do with your state. I mean, we looked at your astrocartography and you're not in the best state for you. I think we looked at that some time ago, but you said you can't move out of state because you're with your family and everything, so that's understandable. If it doesn't cost you anything, then maybe don't appeal it, maybe just reapply with the correct evidence. Let me just check it with the pendulum. Yeah, because the lawyer walked away on the first round. Should you go for the appeal? It's giving me a standstill. It could be sit and wait until you have more evidence accrued. Should you appeal with more evidence? That's giving me a yes, a definite yes. So if you can put off the appeal until you've got better evidence, because the evidence that you submitted wasn't enough. Okay. Can anyone weigh in the American system to do with a disability? What needs to be done? Or is it different in every state? Does anybody know? Just put a comment, because some of you have got disability, I know. So what needs to be done? How much evidence needs to be supplied? Is it 12 months from a doctor, from a specialist, from a psychologist, from, you know, a medical practitioner? And you've got to get somebody on your side. You can't just go in with a dismissive doctor, a doctor that's just checking the boxes. You need to go in. Most times you need a lawyer. Well, you need a better lawyer then. Okay, so one lawyer dismissed the case. So let's have a look. You need a lawyer who knows what he's doing. And what is it about the lawyer, Megs, that needs to be chosen? A lawyer that is specialized in disability. And he should be able to give advice of what needs to be done. Let's have a look. A new lawyer. New lawyer for Pisces moon. That's giving me a yes. New lawyer for Pisces moon. A lawyer can get it approved, but it always gets dismissed the first time around. So that lawyer let her go on the first round when it was dismissed. He didn't continue. So does that mean she should get a new lawyer? It's saying maybe yes. He let the case go on the first round. Does she need to pursue the previous lawyer? Maybe to get some more advice on it. Does the previous lawyer need to do the appeal? It's giving me a no. Okay. The previous lawyer might give you some advice, but I don't know. I'm seeing a female lawyer actually. Yeah, so just keep going. I feel like you're going to get it, but I just think you've got to really understand how it works. And even though they've given you this and that to look at, yeah, maybe some more evidence around the allergy and the damage of the mold. What was I asking? Okay. Will Pisces moon eventually get the disability? Still giving me a yes. So I wish you all the best with that. Just do everything in a clear mind, you know? Just in a clear mind. Keep going in a clear mind. Yeah. Okay. Hi TP, how are you, my dear? We have a Cash App from Venusian. Thank you so much. You are the next. And then we'll go to TP. Oh, happy birthday, Venusian. Happy early birthday. Exciting, exciting. We're in Libra season. Yep, we're in Libra season. It's my friend's, one of my girlfriend's birthday today. Yep. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Hi, Magician. How are you, my dear? I'm great. How are you? How are the events going to go? I feel like you're going to have fun. You're going to a fancy hotel. I feel like you're going to have fun. Something's going to unlock in your mind. Also for you, Venusian, you've got some sort of progress here with legal stuff, money. You might find the key to unlock something that's been blocked. Okay, that's going to take you in a new direction. There's a hidden gem. You're definitely closing out a cycle. You might be also closing out some friendships. You're going to sit and observe more this time round. You might be closing out some friendships. You've got a potential groom coming in, or an offer of a male that you don't see coming. I do still feel that there's jealousy around you from girlfriends. Yeah, you've got the bride as well. So just keep it on the, just keep it on the low down. Don't talk too much about it. I also feel like this person might have traveled interstate, or they might be traveling soon, or the gap's closing with distance between you and this person. You've got the ocean between you. So I don't know if somebody's coming from interstate, or you're going to just randomly meet them there at the venue, at the hotel maybe, or at one of these parties. Okay. You are being protected. Oh God, what's going on with this stupid? What's going on with this 5? Okay. If anything happens with the live, just let me know and I'll put it on a different thing. Your stomach's been in knots for some reason. Okay. You are protected. Just go out and enjoy yourself. There's something here with change and taking back your control. It could also be something with dental as well. Just take your time. Yeah, just take your time. I feel like you'll have fun, but I also feel like there are wolves there, so it's a survival thing. Just be careful of where you put your belongings, your purse, etc. Your phone. It's a nice new moon actually. Like, we're just coming off the new moon. So yeah, it's a nice new moon. So it's good to have a birthday just after a new moon. Feeling the energy shift. You've definitely got romance here in the air. What is that about? Yeah, there's jealousy here. And abundance. And luck. Through this this outing, these outings you're going on, you will actually get some sort of invitation or surprise. I feel like somebody's going to give you something, gift you something, but also they could invite you somewhere. There could be an invitation coming up that's quite significant. It could be at a distance. It could be like an invitation to go, you know, interstate or on a trip somewhere. But everything's working in progress. It, you know, the whole weekend, even though you might feel a little bit out of sorts, the whole weekend might, in the end, looking back, seem insignificant, but there's something that working behind the scenes, I feel, that is going to start clicking into place, because you've got bigger fish to fry. You know, you've got bigger fish to fry here. You've got other important things. So it's kind of like a bit of a distraction, which is fine, which is good. I think you'll enjoy yourself for sure. I don't think it's going to be something that is not going to be enjoyable. It could be just angst about stepping back into the whole scene there. It could be angst about stepping back into the whole scene there. You haven't been there for a while. Yep. Haven't been there for a while. Yeah, you haven't been there for a while. Okay. Let's have a look, TP. What's going on, TP? In the past, what did my previous boss, SC, think when I ended the contract a week before the end date? How did she see me in general? Okay, TP, let's have a look. I feel like she thought that you had different things, better things to do, going in different directions, that you wanted to just do, you know, protect yourself from something in general. She might have found it unusual or eccentric in some way, unusual or eccentric. But she might have felt that you had somewhere to go or something to do by the action. The horse and the action card there. That you had somewhere to go or something to do that she wasn't able to understand. I really don't feel like she thought much about your action, to be honest. Look, a lot of these people, they really don't care. They don't care. No, they really don't. It's like, okay, she's going, well, whatever. That's how I feel. I feel like it's like, yeah, whatever. They really don't care. They just find somebody else. If you're working for other people, you're always replaceable. Yeah. She thought that you had better places to go and better things to do. That's it. Okay. Hi, Elaine. How are you, my dear? Thank you for the 5. What did the police say to the guy that tried to call the police on me and it ended up backfiring? Oh, dear. Let's have a look. Elaine, let's have a look. What did the police say? That he didn't have a leg to stand on is what I'm getting. That he needed to, if he needed to make a claim or something, he had to take it down to civil court. We had to go down and get a lawyer or something like that. So it was all too hard for him. Yeah. You pulled them reports to prove they're harassing you. Okay. I feel like you've got a good case here, Elaine. You've got the Justice card and the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you've got a good case. Yep. I feel like you've got a good case. I don't think this guy had a leg to stand on. I feel like you have the evidence that you need to pursue this. And that's what the police were seeing from your side. Hola, Nikki. How are you? Thank you for the 1077. Need some guidance, needing a car. Will I get one sooner than later? Okay. What happened to your other car? I'm getting something that's kind of like in a pastel color, like light blue, light pink, something like that, like a pastel. I also got the word station wagon. Oh, you totaled it today. I'm sorry to hear that. Are they giving you a replacement vehicle in the insurance or not? Okay, so that's liability for other people. Yeah, the insurance is expensive. Definitely is. And you just wonder, you know, was it the other person's fault or your fault? Both. Okay. If he was pulling out of his driveway, he should have been looking. Well, no, it's his fault. People don't pull out of their driveways without looking. He was reversing. No, I feel like you've got a claim here. No, I feel like you've got a claim. So what if you couldn't stop in time? You were going, you know. You can't give way to people. A dumpster was blocking the view. Okay. Well, it could be a council thing, like a, what do they call councils? Yeah. Could be something to do with the dumpster. Yeah, I would take it. I would take it. I think you've got a claim. Yeah, I feel like somebody's 5K to repair. You might end up getting something from, what is it called, the council in America? Like the local government, the county. You might try to go for some sort of a claim. I feel like somebody might gift you a car. I don't know if you're going to get a car that is a pastel color. Somebody might gift you a temporary car to use. I was getting a station wagon. I know that's an unusual sort of car. His insurance has to pay. The insurance lawyers are free. Yeah. And if it's something to do with the county and the bins, well, that's what it is. But if he's pulling out of, you know, his driveway, he could sue the county for the bins, but he's got to his insurance has got to pay. So don't say it was your fault. No. If you're driving along, somebody pulls out of their driveway, it's not your fault. If he's stuck behind a dumpster, it's his fault. Hi, Tamika. I'm great, thank you. How are you? No, something good is going to come out of this. Nikki, I feel like just stick to your guns. Don't admit any guilt whatsoever with this because it's not your fault. Yeah. If he wants to sue the county for the bins blocking his view, then he can do that. But the bin and him pulling out of his driveway is not your problem. Yeah, what do you think, Megs? Magician, me and the Cancer boyfriend broke up. Well, at least you've got some action there, Magician, I must say. You've got, like, you have the Capricorn, the Cancer. Okay, you're a Virgo. Okay. Get a lawyer and admit fault, never admit. Yeah. Never admit fault. Get a lawyer. And the lawyers are free. Okay, that's good advice. Thanks, Venusian. Okay, Magician. Well, if they break up, sometimes there's a good reason for it. He wasn't getting what he wanted. You know, a lot of Cancer men, they just want a mother, you know. No, he's hanging in the dust, this guy. He's hanging in the dust, hanging in limbo. He's thinking about contacting you, but he might not. I don't know if he's got some legal issues pending that he's working on, or some kids that are troublesome. He could be up to his eyes in debt. What am I getting with this Cancer guy? I feel like his problems are not your problems, is what I'm getting. His problems are not your problems. He might not have told you the full story. Cancerian men often hide stuff. They often hide stuff. Okay. He could have an ex-baby mama, or his mother's involved in his life, dictating to him what he should be doing, or it's coming from ancestral dictation, so it's programmed into his mind. Have a look and see what sort of a family he came from, and if that resonates with you and your upbringing. It might not. Yeah. It might not. Are you going to get another boyfriend? Not sure why you want to hear from this Cancer if you broke up. Dark male, dark hair, dark eyes, not necessarily dark skin. Mature woman. Passion. You might meet somebody else who you have a passionate connection with. Trusting the universe that whoever's removed from your life is an obstacle to you achieving what you want to do or going where you want to go. I feel like you could actually be wanting to travel, and then, you know, the type of guy that is coming into your life is not the type of guy that is aligned with whatever you want in your lifestyle. Yeah, I feel like you've got other options here. The Cancer, he could come back, but then it's kind of like, well, what are you going to do with him when he does come back? Yeah. Like, what does he want? What is he offering? I feel like he's a bit broken for whatever reason. Okay. A broken wing, a broken bird. And he might make out that you're the broken one, but I feel like he is. Okay. Mystique. Simon said his phone's acting funny. Is he telling the truth? And what's the real reason? Which one's Simon? Which one's Simon? No, it's not broken. But it might have been broken, but it's not broken now. What's the real reason? I don't know why you're still engaging with these guys, Mystique. All of these guys are dusties. They don't offer anything. You've got to get rid of all the dusties out of your life, like block. And, you've got to block them. You can't just keep allowing them to have access to you. What's a real reason with Simon? He is blocked. He's juvenile. And he just wants passion. He's immature for his age. Yeah, and he might be, entertaining other women. He's immature and he goes off the handle. Like he might suddenly snap for whatever reason, but it's because he's immature for his age. Is he the older Gemini? He's immature. Yeah. You've got to let these dusties go. Well, don't even consider, giving him another chance. Yeah, just block him. Yeah. You don't want these guys circling back. It's just the worst thing ever. It's like, well, what do you got now? They circle back with you like over and over again, but they don't give you anything else. Hi Libra, how are you from the UK? Any general spirit messages for the month of October for Libra? For Libra Venus. Thank you for the pound sterling. Okay. I might have to do a small break. Small break, everybody. We're going on a break. We're doing a coffee break. And then we'll come back to Libra Venus. I'll put the audio on mute. I'm back, everyone. I'm back. Okay, hope you had a nice little coffee break, a drink break. Get yourself some refreshments. How is everyone going? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to those newbies. Do a shout out on arrival. Do a like. Should do a shout out where you're from. Yeah, Mystique. You got to get some new guys on your roster. Stop going backwards. You're a New York City magician, yay. Okay, Libra Venus. Anything, any signs or symbols for this month? I was toying with what cards to use, but we'll do the Coffee Cup Oracle. Spirit messages for the month of October. I'm seeing birds around you, so I feel like there's going to be news coming in. There could also be literally something to do with birds as well. Feathers, birds. New directions and new journeys. You might be planning a trip. Looking at going in a new direction. Looking at going in a new direction. Transforming yourself to create new opportunities that will come in through the home. Come into your gate, into your home. You might even get more opportunities of housing if you're looking for housing, but not necessarily trying to get more opportunities coming in around you at home. So it could be just generally messages on the email, on the internet, that type of thing. Side hustles I'm picking up for you as well. Other things that you're looking at getting involved in, like some other causes or changes. Could be something to do with animal welfare, volunteering in some way. Lots of downloads from Spirit, and you are the wisdom keeper as well. So you're feeling very at peace with that. You could be getting a lot of messages through your dreams, getting downloads from Spirit, delving into Akashic records, having flashbacks of past lives. I do feel like there's a connection with you in Italy, especially Rome. This is for Libra Venus. Especially Rome. I don't know, I feel like you might be exploring some past lives, some deja vus, some past life visions, dreams, regressions that are going to give you some sort of insight, peace. It might be an epiphany. You keep getting directions and journey. And the dove came out before as well underneath. Coins. You might be getting some sort of epiphany of a new direction to go in for more money and luck. You might be just feeling lucky in a new direction and journey, and that could be moving, changing a job, or going somewhere new, going somewhere different. And I feel like it's going to come to you in a very peaceful state where you're going to feel very serene about it. Yeah. There's definitely transformations going on. Yeah, and new opportunities with the gates. Okay. So I hope that resonates, Libra Venus. It should do. We've already done New Magician, absolutely. That was for Libra Venus. I'm really invested in my career right now, so it sounds very in line. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, new directions and journey, transformation, hearing news. So whatever you put out there, you're going to hear back from. So the ball will start rolling. I feel like you're on a roll. Let's have a look at Mystique. Good things coming to you. Some of you might be also getting a message through somebody else's reading as well. Mystique, let's have a look. Good things coming to Mystique. Good things coming. What are the good things coming to Mystique? What do you mean it's your turn, Magician? I've already done your reading about the breakup. You have to scroll back. Yours is coming up soon after, after this one. Yeah, after Mystique. Okay, thank you, thank you. Good things coming to Mystique. Good things coming. Good things coming. What's coming for Mystique? I feel like this month is going to be pretty cruisy. I don't know why, but I'm getting like there's not like a lot of dramatic energy. It's pretty serene. It's kind of, you know, very relaxed, low-key. People are kind of on guard. They think something's going to happen. Like there's some sort of feeling of something, you know, this survival and kind of scare mode. And I think it comes from listening to a lot of news and things like that. But I feel like things are going to be pretty relaxed. Okay. You are moving into a new dimension here, Mystique, of feeling more pure within yourself and releasing any sort of desire and attraction that is not adding to your sense of purity, your sense of moving in a right direction with change, your sense of feeling like you've kind of hit the jackpot. You've got the hidden gem there and the abundance with the luck and the fish and the coins. So you've got to keep going. You just cannot get distracted with the dusties. You've got a man coming in who's got money, and you've got to ignore all of them, like completely block and delete them. You've got to look at where your energy is going. You don't want to kind of like go back around in a circle. You've also got a solar sun coming over your ascendant because you've got Libra rising. So it's kind of like a rebirth, a new year for you right now. This is happening for you now. More opportunities coming in. This guy's going to take you in a new direction, whether you like it or not, in a good direction, giving you more stability and growth and ending all of this shenanigans of the past. But you have to end it though. It's not going to end by itself because these people are going to try to leech onto you no matter what. It's your family, it's the dusties, it's everything, okay? So you have to be very, very good with your boundaries, Mystique. That's your biggest lesson in this lifetime, okay? Will I get involved in a new relationship soon? Thanks, Magician. Good question. I didn't think Virgos were that, you know, didn't care too much about relationships. And with Virgos, a lot of relationships come easy, but it's not always the right person. You know, it's often the person that, you know, needs your help, or, you know, or you might find as an easy option, that type of thing. I don't think Virgos really have, even though they're meant to be picky, I think they kind of tend to settle. So you're better off being alone than settling for something that's not right. Will you get involved in a new relationship soon? Let's have a look. For Magician. Let's have a look, Magician. New relationship soon. family is going to take up some of your time right now. You do have time there with the family. You will start talking to people on a romantic level. There is some romantic chats going on and things like that. It could be time for you to just take some time out. You've got some good things happening to you around finances and money. And working out exactly what you want and exactly what you don't want. And kind of eliminating the dead, chopping off the dead wood is what I'm seeing here. And not being, you know, upset about anything. Trying not to be upset about anything. Yeah. Getting your priorities in order and not going for anything that's below standard. Because there will be options and choices. I do see like a relationship coming in. But I do feel like there's going to be other options and choices that could take you, you know, on a distraction. So I feel like this time around, I would just hold out for the right person, if anything, and just, you know, move forward with your life as you like it. Yep, as you like it. You're not going to be alone. No, you're not going to be alone. So don't worry about that. If you have a fear about being alone, or you have a loneliness thing that comes up, just don't worry about that. You're not going to be alone. Any messages from spirit guides for Mystique? Any messages from spirit guides? Did we do Mystique before? Good things coming, wasn't it? Messages from guides for Mystique. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Michi. Oh, SC is a guy, not a girl. Yeah. I don't feel like he cares. I'm sorry, TP. I don't feel like he cares at all. No. He doesn't care about employees. No. He just cares about getting the figures, getting the numbers right. Any messages from Spirit? Spirit guides. Mystique. Any messages for Mystique? Might do a pyramid with this one as well. I feel like your daughter will get the property. I feel like she's got support, whether it's family support, money support, something supporting her. She might actually have better luck than you with the family for whatever reason. Could be from a father. Like I said, once you do move, I do feel like you're going to have a new love interest around you. Yeah. You're going to be a bit indecisive about it, but I feel like it's something that you're going to consider. You want to get away from your mother, that's for sure. And just be careful of anyone trying to take anything from you, like stealing those small things like they did in your room and stuff like that, like stealing things. Also men as well, trying to hit you up for something. Yeah, just be careful of that. Other than that, I do feel like you're moving forward with a lot of momentum. There's also a career fortune coming up as well. And it doesn't matter what's going to happen, you're going to make it happen. So I feel like you're very much proactive. You're very proactive. You've got a lot of momentum and proactivity going on, which is good. It's going to get things moving. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for joining, everyone. Okay. If he's a married man, I'd let that one go. Says Venusian, yeah. TP, no, he doesn't. He's just, no. I wouldn't be holding your breath for anything like that. No. Thank you, LB. Let's have a look at Tammy. Applied for extra part-time online teaching with Tarrant County College. Will I get the offer? Okay. Tarrant County College for Tammy. It's giving us a yes, but it's taking a while to get there for some reason. Let's have a look at the cards. I don't know if they're doing a lot of recruiting, a lot of background searching. I don't know what they're doing. And what's going on with your cats, Michi? I feel sorry for your original Tabby. I think he's missing the attention. Maybe give the black one to one of your kids to look after and just have that nice male cat with you. The male cats are the best. They're just the love bugs of all love bugs. Okay, let's have a look at Tammy. Anything else we need to get for Tammy? Any offers coming in? Oh, he's happy now. He's gotten used to it. Okay. Is he playing with the black cat? Oh, good. Yeah, probably took him a while to get his head around it. They get a bit sulky, the cats. They want the attention for themselves. Yeah, but maybe one of the kids will take the black cat and you can just have him as the main event. All right. Oh, good, he's talking, good. Maybe you should get the buttons for him, the talking buttons. Have you seen those? People are doing really well with the buttons. That's another side hustle for those of you who have cats. There was also a talking donkey I saw online the other day that was using the buttons, the talking buttons. Demi, your daughter, gravitated to Lily. Okay, Lily's a cat. All right. Okay, Tammy, you've got money here, you've got abundance, you've got opulence. So no matter what happens, you're going to have choices and options here. There's definitely communication coming in with this thing, this online helping coaching thing, tutoring. You're going to reshuffle some of your stuff around, like you're going to sort out what's going to stay and what's going. You might be sorting out your finances, you might be selling stuff you don't need, you might be sorting something out, working something out. It's not like you want to work any more than you're already doing. It could cause you some sort of stress, but I do feel like you are going to get it. You are going to get something. If it's not this, it's something very, very similar, but I do feel like you're going to get it. You have other options and choices here of side hustles that are going to present themselves. What do these things look like? I'm also getting the words pennies from heaven. So somebody's sending you some money from heaven. Pennies from heaven. Yeah, you don't want to feel trapped. That's the whole thing. And you don't want to feel stuck because of money. You don't want to feel trapped. You don't want to feel like you're in a situation of codependence or having to do something to keep other people happy, you know, like kids, etc. And it's putting you in a bad position financially. So I feel like you're working on putting yourself first. You're working on your self-esteem. You're working on any sort of anxiety that you might have. You're working on moving forward, shining in a way that you want to be seen and shining. So I feel like it's time to turn this one around, Tammy, and it's about you putting yourself first. And once that's done, I feel like you're going to get pennies from heaven. Do we have any other messages for Tammy from spirit guides? I'm getting Gary, and I'm getting him saying Roger, Roger. So I don't know what that means. It's like a two-way radio, a walkie-talkie, or it could be a name, or it could be just, it could mean something like Roger on that. There's been some bullies in your past, he's telling me. Bullies in the midst. So don't be bullied by anybody or coerced by anyone into doing something that doesn't suit you. I feel like this is time to put Tammy first. If it's not time, it's never going to be time. So if the times come up now, then it's a time for you. Yeah. I feel like usually it's in your 50s, but if it has to be in your 60s, so be it. Usually your 50s is about you and not giving, you know, two shakes to anything else that's going on. There could be some PTSD that's causing this trauma of this past bullying. It could be from bosses. It could have been from ex-husbands or exes or boyfriends or family members pushing you, coercing you, manipulating you into something that doesn't, you know, doesn't work for you. All right, so just watch that, because I feel like that's the main message. It's about Tammy doing Tammy the way Tammy wants to do Tammy in her life. And Gary's giving you a good push with that. He's saying, yep, we've got that. That's happening. And he's giving me a boot click, clicking boot together. Cowboy boots. Yeah, it's going, and a cowboy hat. He's like tipping his hat and saying, that's it, we're on track. Okay. You saw a pig using buttons. Yeah, pigs are very intelligent. Well, at least they're bonded, so that's good. It just probably put him in a bit of a shock, the extra kitty coming in. But I would try to get him some buttons and see what they do with them. You can train them. Yeah, just be careful, Mystique, about them sneaking it out of your car or anything like that. Don't let them in your car. Remember what happened to Megs when some guy got in a car? Something happened to a car, or yeah, she lost something in a car. Yeah, don't be giving these guys rides or anything like that. No. Okay, Magician, how are you, my dear? General reading for you. Let's have a look. Yeah, lots of dogs do buttons, but the cats really do the full sentences, you know. The cats are just another level. believe he was over me when I walked through the door with the kitten. Okay, he's over it. Okay. Taurus took your books. Oh God. Did you send him a Venmo to get it back? Okay. General reading for Magician. Let's have a look and see what's coming up for the next month. Hi Cassandra, how are you? Why would you want a guy whose license is suspended or he doesn't have a freaking car? Come on, Mystique. You've got to level up your criteria. Hi Cicely, coming down to you. Magician. What's going on? You've got choices to make, Magician. You're going to be like, you might fold with the Cancer, like he might try to come back. You might, but you're very indecisive about whether you want him back or not. You're feeling like, not sure about that. You've got an Aries, Taurus, or Capricorn coming in around you. Maybe an Aries. You're a Virgo. Yeah, it's an unusual match, but it could be a Taurus as well. Somebody coming in around you, somebody who's very much in their masculine. You've got some indecisiveness because maybe you had plans with the Cancer and it didn't follow through and you've got to make new plans. Still seeing some sort of RV or caravan around you, like you're going on a road trip somewhere or going somewhere. You might join like a group of people who, you know, are retired. Those sort of people like going on trips and they have time to go on trips. Yeah, you might join like a retirees group or something. Not that you are specifically retired or retired age, but you're in that position to be able to go somewhere. I'm seeing Disney around you. I don't know if it's Orlando or somewhere else. Disney cruise, Orlando. There's going to be certain people that are going to make offers, but they're not going to be what you want. It's like, you know, we're all dust magnets. You know, we've got to eliminate the dust, get rid of it. You want to be resonating with people who have a similar lifestyle to you or better, a better lifestyle, who can add lifestyle to your life, who are going to, you know, be able to travel with you, have got free time, who want to do things. I'm also seeing water therapy, so I don't know if you're going to water therapy or you're thinking about it. You might meet somebody there. There's also something coming up with the veterans. They might have issues, some of them do, some of them don't. I'm also getting the word cocktail party. So you might be hosting a cocktail party or going to one. I feel like you're going to one, it's like in a hall, in a community center. It might be around the Halloween. There's definitely somebody coming in who's fire energy. You've got Aries, Leo, Sag. Fire energy here. So you need a mover and a shaker. You need somebody who's very much in his masculine, who wants to do stuff, who's an action person, who has goals and aspirations. You've got more money coming in as well. You've got money. You're budgeting and financing. You're working out what to do with the finances. You might get some sort of compensation payout or claim, refund or something like that going on. Could be tax claim or a refund of some description, or you're selling something big And there's money coming in, lump sum. So, yes, you're an amputee, yeah. But you're not connected to, the, you're not connected to the, are you connected to the veterans? We need to light a candle for dust repellent. Yeah, it's just like, it's just no entertainment. You're very good at it, Michi. If anyone can do it, it's Michi. She just does not entertain dusties at all. You might get involved. You might meet some veterans that are kind of healthy. Some of them are going to have, you know, PTSD, etc. But you might meet someone. Some could be retired or veterans. Okay, so maybe go to some groups where you're going to meet some people who are retired. A lot of people retire young in America. They retire at 50. I knew one friend of mine who was working at a swimming pool, and he started there when he was 20 something, and he was offered retirement when he was 50. So, you know, a lot of people retire young depending on what assets they have. And you do not entertain dusties, Michi. Absolutely not. It's like no nonsense. Oh, sorry about that. What was the question, Elle? We'll come down to Cicely. What's the question? Oh, here we go. My question is about my co-worker. Will she get another position in our school district? I think she would like to find another position. Okay. You think she wants to go elsewhere? Is that what it is, Elle? She wants to go elsewhere? Is the co-worker going somewhere else in the school district? She's waiting. She's been very patient. She's trying her luck. She's talking to people. She might have had an interview with a principal. Feel like it could be a yes. Eventually, yes. She might not tell you until she actually goes and leaves. She might be waiting for the all clear. You've got victory here around this as well. Let's have a look at the pendulum. Is the co-worker going to another position in your school district? Yes, eventually. When is this going to happen? Okay, we've got October. November. December. January. January looks like she's got an opening. It might take time, like some things do with these schools. It might take time, but I feel like there's victory on the outside. By January, she should have done it. She's being very patient. Yeah, she feels like she's been stabbed in the back by someone. She likes some people there, but she feels stabbed in the back by something. She's ready for a change. It could also open up a change for you as well, and bring something into your opportunity zone. Who's stalking you, Amy? Who is stalking you? Do you have an idea of who it might be? Is it online or in person? I'm getting 3. You've got 3 question marks around it. 3 question marks. Who's stalking Sicily? You think both online and in person. Are you suspicious about 3 people or just one person? Let's have a look. Who is stalking Sicily? I'm just getting the word creep. Creep, creep, creep. Creep. I feel like he's a silent guy. He might be stalking you to take something from you. Okay, silent like guy. Somebody that you've dismissed in the past. So it could have been one of these married men, somebody that you've dismissed. I feel like it's one person. You've got an idea it's one person. I think he's married. And if it is more than one person, there's a boss there as well, or an ex-boss. I wonder if the Italian guy is stalking you. I don't think he would be, though. Not in a bad way. I feel like there's a creep. Who didn't actually speak up at the time. I think it's an ex-co-worker or a co-worker. Is this guy in the work zone? He's in and around the work zone, so he could come and go. He could have been there and he's gone, or he might be there. You're thinking it was Nick. Which one's Nick? Is he the new married guy? He's definitely a creep. Whoever it is a creep. And he's done this before. I think he might even have a record. Does this guy have a record? Yeah, he might have a record, but he's definitely with somebody. He's married. He might be trying to take something from you, like steal something. It could be stalking for material reasons. Okay. Hi, Cassandra, coming down to you. Mystique, coming down to you. Thank you for that, Cicely. Hi, Cassandra. I've been getting the feeling I may win the lottery at some point. Do you see this happening? My life path 8, going into an 8 this year. Not sure if that will bring more finances. Yes, it will. Yes, also one in the workplace that you dismissed. Yes. Tamika knows the tea. Men will be men and they just go for anything they can get. Exactly. Okay. I've been getting the feeling I may win the lottery. Cassandra, let's have a look for you, my dear. What's going on? Cassandra, I'm going to do a 3 and a 3. 3 here. Yeah, you feel like you should have won it already. You feel guided to. It could be you've got a 5 and a 9 and a 2. I don't know if you play numbers. 5, 9, 2. Five, 9, 2. You're not going to know exactly when you're going to win it. I think it's going to come as a surprise. 592, 25, 29, 52, action, new love. You got a new love here, Cassandra, and wisdom keeper. Yeah, so you're tapping into the numbers, tapping into the Akashic records, tapping into your higher mind. You're going to channel the numbers down, and or whatever lottery you're winning, okay? You're going to channel in the right time and manifest it. You've got the witch there and resources. Okay, could be in the 9 here because I got a 9 quite strongly too. There, yeah. So it could be going into the 9. And that's like rounding off a nice cycle, rounding off something good. We've got a 0 there, so you can add an O, a 0 to the end. We've got a 1 there with the page of rods. It's like a 1. And we've also got an 8. Okay, 18, 8. So it's looking good, Cassandra, looking good. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Elle. No problem at all. Let's have a look at Mystique, October to April 2026. October to April 2026. What does Shira say about going to places where there's no dusties? You've got to go to the rich part of town. That's the only place you've got to go. To the wealthy part of town where there's wealthy men floating around, country clubs, golf courses, all of that sort of thing. Okay, October to April 2026. October to April 2026. October. Justice being served, contracts being signed, justice being served. So that's looking good. Mystique. October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Wishes coming true in April. You've got this King of Rods coming in, looking very dynamic. Somebody who is a powerful man, I feel. Aries, Leo, Sag. You've got fire energy coming in, which could be a breath of fresh air. Especially if you've got Libra rising, you've got Aries in the 7th house. So that could work out for you. December, looking for new opportunities. You might actually get a winter job, like over the holidays or something. There could be something going on there. You've got more money coming in January, February. You've got good money, good luck and money coming in January, February. March, it's like, okay, we're at another crossroads. We're deciding what we need to do. We're deciding what mountain to climb or not. But by April, you've got the wishes coming true. So whatever decision you've made, it is coming about. So I feel like there's going to be big change. Big change, Mystique. Yep, big change. You don't even have to entertain the dusties. You weed them out asking for stuff. Yeah, you don't even have to entertain them. You can tell if they're a dusty or not without even asking for anything. Okay. I think you just do it because you're just bored and you're just passing the time. And I think that's where you could be doing something differently. Hi, Val. How are you? When do you see me selling the house anytime soon? Is that the one in Pennsylvania? Thank you, thank you. Don't be ridiculous, Mystique. Yeah, you're too much of a people pleaser. Yep. Okay, Val, when are you going to sell the house? Let's have a look. When are you going to sell the house? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Will we do one for September? Yeah, mystery. October. You're going to attempt to do something in October. Attempt to do something. November looks like there's a good contestant coming in for the property. November. December, it's a big yes, a win. December's looking very good. And January. So you might go into escrow around November, December, and January you should have the money. Anything else we need to know for Val? Yep, the money's there. You're a bit stressed about it. Wishes coming true for you as well, Val. So the end of the year is looking good. So positioning everything, setting things up for the end of the year, and then it's a win. Okay? Feel like you're on a winning ticket there. Winner, winner, chicken dinner is what I'm getting. Don't know if you're thinking about going to Florida or somewhere warm. You might sell the property and go down south. I don't know. Something there with a feeling like you're going somewhere else afterwards. And winner, winner, chicken dinner. If you do go into a raffle, have a look at the raffle. Like, get a ticket in a raffle, you might win something. Even if it's a trip or a meat tray or something like that. I don't know what they had, or a basket of something. You could get a, yeah, go into a raffle. Okay, Cicely. It don't make sense. Thank you for the 10. Starting to build my new house back home very soon. What do you see about it? Is the baby daddy building it for you, or do you have to pay for it yourself? I'm getting like the foundations are going to be done pretty quickly. I'm getting like a good foundation, a good kind of setup. Yeah, it's a good setup for you and your family, your son, etc. You will go back to have a look at it. You're a bit stressed about it. Somebody's going to want to live in it with you. Does he still have access to your son, or have you cut that off? He needs to be paying for that. I'm sorry. Look at everything that you've done to have this child, and struggled and worked. Yeah, in your culture, they should be providing from the get-go. Even if it is, you know, if he has access. If he doesn't have access, it doesn't matter. Okay, there will be somebody wanting to be there with you in this house, like live with you. It could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or somebody who's going to make you a very, very good offer. So a man who's really going to want to contribute. I'm seeing gold and red. So red and gold, it looks almost oriental. I know that's not really you. He doesn't have that much access anymore. Okay. Well, he should still be paying for whatever access he has. Or even if he doesn't have. You know. Unless you just want to get rid of him. And get him out of the vortex. I'm seeing red and gold. So I don't know what that's to do with. It could be an altar or something that you're setting up. energetically. It looks like a fireplace even. I don't know if it's got some sort of connection with the Orient. But I see the foundations going down very quickly. This baby daddy will always have this other women around him. Doesn't matter who they are. Yeah, no, there's somebody else coming in who's going to make you a better offer. And this is your time to find that guy. So, despite the fact that you've been what you've been through with everything and your father's behind you to get a proper husband, you will get one. There'll be somebody coming in. There we go. You're going to have another baby with somebody too. There's going to be a proper husband with another child. Yeah, he's always going to have other women, and he's going to go younger and younger and younger. And it doesn't matter who he's married to or not married to. Yeah, you're always going to be sharing with other women, and that also breeds, you know, diseases and stuff like that, like STDs, etc. Yeah, no, he's full of himself. He's narcissistic. He's got a Leo type of energy in a male, you know. No, you're going to get somebody else who's sweeter and nicer and who wants to build a life with you. Somebody's also going to go through dramatic change. Somebody might be passing that you know of. It's not going to be something difficult. I don't know if in your country you can get child support or not. You probably don't even want it. Yeah, I would make a decision about this guy. Maybe cut him off. Maybe that's the death card. It's just cut him off completely. He's met his son, fine, but you're going to get another husband. The more he's out of the way, the better. The more that he's out of the way, the better. Because he's blocking your sweet husband from coming in. He also lies too much and you don't trust him with the STD. Yeah, exactly. No, I feel like he's a karmic. I feel like you might have known him in a past life, like floating around Venice or something. He sounds like Casanova in Venice, like floating around Venice, or he had all the women then. No, you're going to build something good with somebody new. And you shouldn't be the one that's taking on all of this by yourself, Cicely. You should be having the opportunity to have a good man. You know, you might have that property in your country, but you might end up just staying in the States and having a good life there. If you can find a good husband there, then that's what's going to happen. You know, if not, you might go further afield, look further afield, overseas. I still see Spain as being an option. I don't know who's in Spain or what's in Spain, but there's business there. Yeah, don't believe a word he says. And he's not contributing. He should be giving you gold. That's maybe where I got the red and the gold in. Passion. He wants to give you the gold for the passion, but he's already had the child with you, so he needs to be giving you the gold. And that's it. Yep. No, I would cut him off completely. He's not adding value to your life. There's no value there. You know, even if you don't have anything to do with him, he's just the father. There's no value there unless he's paying. If he's not paying, then get rid of him. Yeah. All right. Lucky lady, how are you? Hi, Mystique. My crystal necklace chain broke this week. I just bought it 2 weeks ago. Was it someone giving me the evil eye? Yes, probably. Yes. Yeah, it's a sign. It's your mother, I feel. It's a sign. She doesn't want anything good happening to you. I feel like she doesn't have your best interest at heart. And she's not adding value to your life either. She's just being a pain. Okay. You're going to get your strength back. She's also bitter and twisted about the fridge. You are protected, I know, but you might need to just enforce that protection. Yeah. There's also John. I feel John is bitter and twisted. Is it John, the Taurus? Jay, the Taurus, is bitter and twisted. He might also want to, you know, he's giving up or he's given up, but he's kind of bitter and twisted about it. You know, she can ask you for what she, you know, whatever she wants. She's not going to get it. Like, I wouldn't be giving her anything. No. And she's also talking badly behind your back. There's somebody talking badly behind your back as well. Who is this person? Look, the sooner you get out of there, the better. The sooner you block the dusties, the better. Who is the person? Look, she's trying to manipulate and blackmail you. She's getting all the money under the sun from her, you know, pensions and everything, and her husband. So, no. No. She has no rights, you know. You've already given her more. She's already destroyed your credit score. I mean, she owes you money for doing that. No. No. She's put you in a tight, you know, she's put you on a tightrope and in a noose, basically, to be her slave. So just think about that for a minute. Yeah. Yeah, she just wants the money. It's her. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. It all seems very draining. Venetian. Yeah, it's draining for sure and dramatic. Hi, lucky lady. How are you, my dear? Just wanting to see what's coming next for me in life and love. Life, in love, work, anything. Okay, lucky lady. What's been going on? Any news? What's been happening? Yeah. You are in the situation you're in because she's put you in that situation to make you her slave. So just think about that, Mystique. Yeah, just don't even talk to people. If they don't understand, don't talk to them. Okay. Lucky lady. Lucky lady. Is anything going on? Any changes? Anything new? Let's have a look for lucky lady. Desire and passion. Feeling like there's change in the air, but it's slow. Why is it slow? Why is it slow? Love and work. You feel like love's slow. It's a romance and the passion. You feel like love is slow or somebody's dragging their heels. You've got a new love coming in. So if somebody that you have been chatting with or, you know, entertaining in your mind or otherwise, or physically entertaining, they've got a slowness about them. I feel like they're not moving forward there. You're going through a changes in the air for sure. You've got some sort of transformation in. I feel like you're changing out the guard is what I'm seeing. It's like, okay, you're just going to switch everybody out. You've got strength and resources here coming to you. So I do feel like you've got good things happening with work and feeling, feeling supported or settled, or something to do with finances are okay. New love coming in action-wise. They could have a horse element to them. They might be born under the year of the horse, or just be very action-focused, or have something to do with horses as well. And I feel like they're going to be very good at communication. It most likely is somebody that you haven't met or somebody new. And any other news or messages that you receive about something that you have suspicions about, listen to them. Yeah, listen to your inner wisdom, even through your dreams. You've got messages here as well coming through. And some new love interest coming in. So it's about chopping off the dead wood as well, moving forward, changing something out, transforming yourself in some way, whether it's how you feel about yourself, inner or external, and moving forward. I feel like you're going to get a kind of pep in your step, or some sort of new confidence that's going to give you the action, give you the freedom of action here, moving forward. So there is a cycle of change. I feel it's coming up over the fall into the winter. I don't come out. What does that mean? You don't go out. Well, you might do that. You might decide to do that. You might decide to do something different. If whatever's working is not working for you, it's change something and do something differently, and you get different results. Welcome, lucky lady. Welcome, welcome. Do we have any last calls? Last calls, everybody. Oh, Cassandra. Thank you, Cassandra. Let's have a look for you. I might do a general. Let's have a look. Will I sell and move to another property anytime soon? If I move, will it be out of town? Good question, Cassandra. Whereabouts are you again? Just remind me. Yes, Mystique. You've got to break the cords of family traditions, and these things go back to also being, maybe they were treated like slaves, and she's putting it on you. Some people just don't actually get it. Will I sell and move to another property anytime soon? And will it be out of town? Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look, everybody. Will I sell and move to another property? Will it be out of town? Let's see. Money. Money depends on money. You're going to end something, that's for sure. You feel like the cycle is almost done, and you're about to overcome this challenge that has been ongoing. New opportunities with the home. When is this going to happen? When is the move going to happen for Cassandra? We're looking at October, November, December, January. Getting a good vibe about January, yeah. January. And I just got a vision of Florence Scovel Shinn. One of her things that she had in her book was she was there was a client of hers who was living in the snow, and she needed to sell like an antique furniture, and she would kick the snow and just practice the affirmations of whatever is, you know, she needs to sell is done. And somebody came up to her door and bought it in the middle of the snowstorm or snow. So don't think that January is not a good time to sell. I feel like it could be a good time to move and sell. Will it be out of town? Will it be out of town? Will it be out of town? Will Cassandra be moving out of town and even out of state? Yes, you're going to go where money is going to buy you more, where your money will stretch further. Somewhere near the sea. I don't know if I got Maine for you, but you were thinking of going somewhere warm. You've been thinking about it and you kind of know where you want to go. So it's where you want to go. You might go on a road trip first, check it. Give me a season for Cassandra. Winter and autumn. So the ball is being, you know, in process. The ball is in motion in autumn or the fall and winter. So you've got, it's coming into your time, Cassandra. Yes, yes. We've been talking about Maine for a very long time, Portland specifically. Is Portland in Maine? Is there a Portland in Maine? Okay. Your sister just had her baby. He's such a cutie patootie. Congratulations to your sister. Okay. Thanks, Cassandra. Yes, I did your month, October to April. Yes, I did. I did. Okay, let's do a collective. Let's do a collective. Okay, what are we going to do for the collective, everybody? Okay. Messages from Spirit are saying to do a different type of reading, which is what is in and what is out. That's a different topic, isn't it? What's in and what's out. What's in and what's out. Libra season is good for thinking very clearly about what you want and what you don't want. It's very good for eliminating things that are no longer working. It's a very black and white, yes or no type of energy. Okay. I didn't even know you had a sister, Mystique. Okay, so what's in and what's out? What's in and what's out? For the collective, what's in and what's out? Okay. What's in? Good friends, good love, good energy, girlfriends, loves, etc. What's in is being your own star. Your star is rising, going to the top, feeling like you're in your own element, focusing on yourself. What's in? Letting the past go and moving into calmer waters. Could also be literally moving. What's in? Okay. Stress. So that could be what's out. Stress. Stressing about what we don't know. What's unknown, what's unforeseen. What's in and what's out. Some of you are going to be setting up websites, doing import, export, getting some new side hustles, some products going for the holidays, working out something. What's in and what's out. Okay, what's out is leaving all the dusties behind. And knowing that they're just going to pile up on top of themselves and all fall down. Can you see those cups? They can all just be put into a pile and put out in the trash. Literally. You might have to do that literally. What's in? Masculine men dynamics. Aries, Leo, Sag. What's in and what's out? Trips are in. Feeling free, feeling fancy free, taking adventures, taking leaps of faith, taking a step into the unknown, being courageous. What's in and what's out? Spiritual matters, feeling very calm, feeling like you're the high priest or the high priestess, raising your energy levels. What's in and what's out? What's in? Manifesting, getting what you want, wishes coming true, feeling very blessed, very fortunate. What's in and what's out? Okay, being independent, not relying on other people, feeling like you have your ducks in a row, you've got things lined up. Some of you might be crafting something, doing some sort of handiwork, crafts, crafting your own business, designing something, building something from scratch, building a house, building a life, taking things into your own hands, not letting not letting other people rule your life, being the strength, being the magician. I'm also getting writing books. So some of you might be writing, okay? That was a channeled message. What's in and what's out? Okay, abundance is in, enjoying the festivities, enjoying this beautiful autumn season as well, reaping the wheat. You can see the wheat in that card. Reaping the wheat that has been given to you, okay? Counting your blessings, being very grateful, feeling that you're being very fortunate. What's in and what's out? Okay. What's in? More opportunities, more advances, maybe the knight in shining armor, moving forward, having new offers in all areas of your life. What's out? Rash decisions, not looking at the facts, not reading the fine print, talking before thinking, speaking before acting, fighting with people, engaging with litigious people or people who have a foul mouth, engaging with people who do not deserve to be engaged with. Okay, what's out? Getting to a situation where everything crashes and burns around you. Getting to a situation where you feel like things are out of control. What's in and what's out? A new car for some of you. Cancer. Some of you might be doing martial arts as well, or doing some sort of defense training. Like training for any sort of attacks, those sort of things. Moving. I'm also getting the word crystal palaces, crystal domes, and snow on forest trees behind you. Some of you might be moving towards a forest, pine forest, somewhere where there's Christmas trees, or around the Christmas time. Or it could be in July as well. One last one, what's in and what's out? For the collective, more abundance. More abundance, wine, enjoying yourself, wineries, going to country drives, going to the countryside, enjoying your time in the country, enjoying nature at its finest. Some of you might be getting a bird, a parrot, a budgerigar, talking to the animals, talking to the birds, and something to do with pets. Okay. Thank you for that, everybody. That was a nice one. You want a box, Mystique? Yes. It's good to have, you know, if you're in a city that's a bit sketchy in some way, it's good to have self-defense classes for women, you know. Do a self-defense class. A lot of things are going to be changing moving forward into the future. I had another vision the other day about future changes with this AI stuff going on. I'm also getting a butterfly as well. Welcome, Tamika. Welcome. Oh, butterflies. You're seeing many monarch butterflies. That's good. Yeah. I saw a device where people stand in a device or next to a device. Instead of having a shower, it cleans you. It cleans like your whole body. That's what I saw in my vision. You heard it here first. It's like something to do with saving water. It could be to do with global warming and water shortages, or an easier way to for people to be hygienic. That's what I saw. Oh, you have a butterfly in your chest for your sister. Oh, that's nice. Hi, TP. What's going on? Oh, that's nice, Venusian. Happy birthday to your sister. I'm sure she's with you on the other side, steering you somewhere nice. I applied for this job today. Any chance of getting this? If yes, how will it turn out for me? Okay. Mystique, I think your daughter's the only sane one you've got going there. So she's the only one to be talking to about anything. Yeah, she's the only sane one. Aries are very no-nonsense. Okay. TP. Applied for this job today. Any chance of getting this? If yes, how will it turn out for me? TP. I feel like you're going to get an interview, yes. And wishes coming true. I feel like it'll turn out very, very well. Wheel is turning in your favor, and instead of sitting back and waiting for things from the past to resurface, you will be moving forward. You might be a bit hesitant about it. You might be a bit confused about it. You might be thinking like, oh, should I be doing this, or should I be sitting, you know, doing something else? But I think, no, I feel like you're going to go forward. And if it feels right, you're going to take it. Yeah. Anything else for TP? Anything else we need to know? Yep. You are going to move forward, TP, and it's happening very nicely. You can also say, Mystique, you can also put your daughter forward to talk to your mother. You know, she could be your advocate as well, because your mother doesn't listen to you. She doesn't care. Yeah. She just wants to run you down the river. I'm sorry to say that, but can happen. Can happen. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Thanks, TP. You're most welcome. Let me do one more card for TP. Abundance and fish. You've got the luck, abundance and fish. More money coming in, TP. It's looking good. You might even get enough money to move or buy your own home with a new job opportunity. Your daughter said, Mama, something's wrong with my brothers. And she said, I'm not really feeling family right now. Let's stay focused on Lumi. God. Yeah, the writing's on the wall. The writing's on the wall, Mystique. She hasn't said anything really brash yet. She might, if she's pushed, being an Aries, she might just tell them all what the truth is. Yep. I mean, the thing to tell your mother at the end is, you owe me money. You've destroyed my credit score. You've stolen money from me. Yeah, you've stolen stuff from me. You know, sometimes these people, you know, I've seen in some of those courts, that, you know, those court shows on TV, these people take their parents to court. There was this couple who were, excuse me. There was a couple who were squatting in their son's house, and their son couldn't get them out. They needed to get they needed to be served an eviction notice. I think they had 90 days or something to get out. I mean, if it comes to that, you've got a right to be there. She can't get rid of you, and she can't make you pay either. Yeah, you might end up suing your mother later on. You might. You might. No, she's gaslighting you. That's what they do, the gaslighting. Yeah, your daughter might keep it together until you move out. Oh, Cassandra, your family has a farm property and can't get the squatters out. Okay. Are they the same squatters? They're meant to be able to leave after 90 days, aren't they? Yeah, there's squatting rights in America. I know that it's not the best way to go, but keep that up your sleeve. Why can't they get the squatters out? Oh, God. Yeah, these things happen. These things happen. All right, everyone, lots of love and blessings moving forward. I'm going to sign off now, and I'll see you on the next live. See you very soon. I'll let you know when I'm coming back. It'll be probably midweek sometime. Okay, everyone, take care. Lots of love and blessings. Ciao for now.